So, it's Friday, the 29th, January. It's the same day as I had the doctor's appointments. My last update where I was talking about good news, whatever, just come out of the doctor's office, was cut short a little bit because the place was totally empty when I started. And then people, suddenly out of nowhere started coming in and through, and I was just, awkward talking to myself. So, I quit. I cut it short. But regardless, I do have some good news. I did see my doctor. I actually had a muscle spasm, a really bad one, in front of my nurse, and then again in front of my doctor, which was, of course not good, but in a sense good, because so that they could see, what I was going through firsthand. I wasn't just saying that this was happening, they were actually seeing it happen, so that was pretty good. I didn't really have a whole lot of them today, actually, which was good. He told me to keep taking the muscle spasm medicine, can never think of it straight off. Oh god, I actually have it now. Baclofen. Yeah, baclofen. Okay, I don't know why I can never remember that, I can't. But I'm taking that. He told me to keep taking it 3 times a day. Takes a few days to get in my system to start helping. He says it shouldn't be causing them to be any worse. I do notice them getting weaker. I did have them today. I did have quite a few today, but like I said, not as much as I started out originally. The worst is when you have them in public, and if you're talking to someone, people think that you're, I was scheduling my next follow-up, my MRI, I was scheduling it at the front desk. They started. If you remember, my face just kind of does that, and it looks like I'm in terrible pain and I'm crying or something, and I'm just like, ugh. And then the dude actually handed me some tissues, like, are you okay? Here's some tissues. And I was like, oh, just give me a minute. And you just have to let it pass, and then you're like, sorry, I have muscle spasms. That was a muscle spasm. You just saw me have a muscle spasm, and it was embarrassing. But it shouldn't be embarrassing, because it is what it is, I have this, and it is what it is. And I was in Walmart, and I was shopping. I was getting some veggies and some fruits, and just looking around at all kinds of yummy good things that I think I might have wanted, and just shopping for food. And then it just started. No one really, I've been in Kroger before, shopping and getting some bagels and bread and stuff, and I have been in a colitis flare-up. I've had cramps so bad, I just had to clench up. I just had to actually just kind of get in the floor a little bit until they passed. Usually I try to find one of those little shelves that stuff is stocked on, and I get over on the edge of it and I sit there until it passes, and I'm just like, oh my god. And I just hope that no one says anything or notices me. Don't worry, no one, usually people don't care, usually people don't notice, they just walk around past a good heart, and so we'll stop and ask you if things are okay, but usually people just kind of let that stuff go unnoticed, which is kind of concerning in a way. But I kind of just don't want to bring attention to it. I kind of don't want people to know that I'm having problems. I'm like, this is gonna pass, just leave me alone, don't draw attention to me, don't ask me what's wrong. I will tell you what's wrong if you ask me, but I just kind of don't want the attention right now. But anyway, the worst is going through stuff like that in public. I did have some muscle spasms, like I said, when I was shopping. I was just standing in front of the lettuce and I was just like holding onto the buggy and I was just like, no, I hope nobody sees me, I hope nobody notices, and they didn't. I don't know, it kind of makes me wonder, it's like, people a lot of times are kind of doing their own thing, they don't really notice a lot, but I wonder how many people have noticed people doing that or me doing it and have just kind of just ignored, just walked on by. Because I do watch videos sometimes of, people will be reenacting something for like a social experiment or something, and really horrific things, and people will just pass them by. And even real stuff, like people getting like beat to death or mugged or something, or someone trying to abduct a kid, and they just go, they just walk on by, they just act like it's not even happening, doesn't concern them, they just walk on by. That's very concerning for me, it's very heartbreaking for me, and probably a lot of other people too. It's just like, what is wrong with people in society and people. But I'm getting off subject, but anyway, medicine increase, spasms, I don't know yet, kind of coming, kind of going, whatever. He expects me to make a full recovery. They expect all this to go away eventually. I have an MRI scheduled. It will show more of the insidey parts of my brain, what the lesions are kind of looked like the last time I had one. It was really bad, really, really big, really inflamed part of my brain, and it was causing all of these bad, terrible things to happen. And I got over that, so I can get over this. And it has came to my attention how noisy my laptop is. That's my fan. I don't really know if I can do anything about that. I don't think that I can. Unless I get like a better camera, sound stuff. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't really post up videos on YouTube. I don't have fancy things. I just don't. This is just me and my laptop. And sometimes my iPod. Whatever. Just, yeah. Other than that, the update was cut very short. I figured that I would talk more about it in my room when I got home, in private, where I could just talk. I don't think that there is anything else. I don't like to keep these extremely long. I don't like to go 10 minutes. I definitely don't like to go over 10 minutes, and it's cutting into almost 10 minutes. So I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is. And, yeah, things are looking up, finally. That's the thing with this. There's really bad days, there's really good days, there's hopeless days, there's hopeful days. There's days when you just want to lay down and give up and say, just kill me if this is what my life is going to be. Just kill me now. And it really is. It's really hard. It's really, there is ups, there is downs. It's just what this is. And you just have to be as strong as you can through it. And always keep hope that things will get better, even when it seems like things can't get any worse. So that's my update so far. That's where I stand in my journey with this relapse, and more hopeful good news to come.